Hello again, and welcome to day 4 of this Germany vs USSR campaign, where we are going to defend Olkhovatka. We are taking our anti-personnel miners, an engineering truck, 3 tanks from light to medium, and a Stug. This is the Stug that we encountered when we were playing the Russian campaign, and now we have it in our employment. It's a great, very heavy armored in the front tank, but it doesn't have any anti-infantry capability. So it doesn't have any machine guns on it, which can be a bit of a problem. But it can just park and take hit after hit in the face like a champion. So we're going to use it in the event the enemy bring on any heavy armor. We've also, for a change, we're bringing a machine gunner, a dedicated anti-infantry machine gun, because the AI likes to bring on lots of infantry these days, and whatever the miners cannot clean up, the machine gunner can. We've got our spotters, 1 artillery, 1 rifle squad, the usual. What we're going to do this time though is we're going to defend 1 position only. And then we will retake the 2nd position, because the AI can only win if they take both positions. So it's a lot easier to mine and set up for 1 location, let the other fall, and pick it up after the battle is over. So let's get going now. Alright, we're in. We pause the game. It will be more profitable to defend this location here, because it's flatter, generally easier. We don't necessarily need foxholes because we have an entire trench network, and the spawn spots for the enemy are right here. So there's a good chance a lot of them are going to come this way. I'm sure some of them are going to go that way, but I'd rather retake this than retake this. And the odds are they're all going to come this way anyway, or a lot of them are going to come this way. So let's spawn in the AP miners. Send them. So long. Send the other one. Let's tow the artillery. Send our Aufklarer. We will take our medium tank, move it up. And away we go. I'm going to plant the artillery right here in the heart of this trench network. And this should give us pretty decent access to any odds and ends that get a bit too close. I mean, that are out of range for our regular troops. I will bring in Tranche 1 or Stage 1. Our light tank Mk2. 20mm autocannon. Let's move our troops up. Our artillery 7.5 anti-infantry gun with HE rounds. Our 3 supply crates. I haven't got the supply truck just yet. I'll probably get that in the next research wave, the next mission. And we're going to move our officer up shift 8 as usual. I always set the officer to group 8. The artillery I will set to group 9. Although these days I tend to use artillery less, given that fog of war is enabled. Let's move it closer up. So we'll split our infantry, our rifle group up into 2 groups. 1 here. And 1 over here on the left. Yep, they are moving. Okay, let's move the miners up. So, let's just figure out the mines. So I'm going to put a minefield here, double layer. I'll put one here. And one over here. So I'm going to concentrate the minefield pretty much between points, the furthest on the left and the middle one. I'm sure some will go to the right and go to the second position. But it may be that they come from point C after capturing it to point D. So I just need to maybe put something on the flanks over here. Send the miners far north and drop some mines on that road. Put the engineering truck in the middle. Oh, those miners have it covered. Alright. Let's get these guys going. So often infantry, they don't really care about following roads. So we're going to start placing our mines in a chevron pattern. It's unfortunate the color is orange, it's a little bit hard to see, but it's good enough.
Wie lauten die Befehle?
Alright, let's see how this goes. Let our miners do some work. We'll come back to them in a second. We are going to... what do we've got here? Pk2. So we're going to put that just to the left here. This is our Pk3. It is an anti-tank and anti-infantry. We will stick that in the middle, given it's so versatile. And we can also cover the right flank to some extent if need be. And then the Stug, the road. We will stick the Stug up here, actually. I'm wondering if the vehicles will attempt to cross this. You never know. So, I will also stick it in a relatively central location and move it around as and when need be. This is versatile. It has 3 machine guns on it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 1 machine gun. The Stug can sit over here. Let's bring in the last stage. That is our... oh, that is our Stug. My mistake. And what is this? Pk3. Oh, Pk3. Okay, Pk3. Can sit here. Pk2 sit there. And the Stug can sit on the right. Because I'll be happy if all of the vehicles come this way. Our last piece of artillery. Move that up over here. Machine gunner, keep it center, because we've got two spawn points that might come down this way, and those infantry don't care about roads. They'll cut right across this. So we will stick that machine gunner right here for coverage over there. Team 1. Okay. Let's spread these guys up here. Actually, hold on, let me just do this manually. Alright. Team 1, split up. And you guys can sit... Actually, they can sit over here. These guys can move over here. If anything comes right after point C, which we will know about because we've got our defense forces here, our free agent defense forces, we can pivot. We can change locations of infantry to the far right. Far right mentioned. I'm going to stick a medic over there. In this round, I've opted to hold position for the air. There's no dynamic movement enabled, so the air is going to sit tight. My guys, that is. They are not going to move around. We've got our heavy artillery piece. We are going to move our officer here. Artillery on the way. Oh, this one is stuck. We're going to put our artillery piece over here, so I can reach the flank as well as over here. Oh, the mines. We're not even done yet. Let's move it, move it. Okay, I just want to see what the pattern looks like. Yeah, that's pretty good. Happy with that. Let's triple layer. My fishnets. After the match is over, all the artillery pieces are left intact while the troops have been decimated, and I can collect all the goodies from my proverbial AP mine fishnets. That's probably way too many mines that the infantry can carry, so let's start this side. Let's have a look at the other miners. He's still got some mines left. And his friend. 2 mines left. Okay. Our supply crate is just chilling back. We'll drop a crate here. We are going to deploy here. I want to get a bit closer to our infantry. No. Go this way, please. Alright, sandbags up. No, we don't want you to sit there. One of our guys is actually in the bunker. Actually, that might be pretty cool. Can they see through that? Oh, they can. I wonder who's got the machine gun. Yeah, where's this person? You can sit in there. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's just pay attention here to the mines. Get back. Got 2 minutes left. Okay, let me get my spotters into positions that are useful. No, it's going to be a bit tricky because the enemy are going to rush and my spotters might be in the way. So let me put one over here. There's no route that's safe. So yeah, let's try here. Even though the spotters live in the bush, or they hide in the bush, the enemy can sometimes see them, and I'm still not sure what the rules for that are. So I'm still figuring it out and taking chances. I think elevation might be handy, so let's just pop them there. Okay. Alright, let's get these two up and running again. We said triple there. Quickly. Who else? Okay, he's spent. Oh, we've still got plenty of mines left. Yeah, I'm just going to start dropping mines everywhere because we were running out of time. The enemy are going to spawn in any second now. Let me just check the spotters. Let's try to get one in the bush here. In the thickest of bushes. Okay. Yeah, let's... Yep. It's hard to tell whether or not the unit is hidden. Oh, I'm looking for that little defense icon above their head to make that determination. Okay. Alright, let's get this guy out of there. And it helps to have a spotter close to your defense line because they have a little bit of an edge. An extra 20-meter edge that your troops don't. So troops have 100 meters. Let's move this machine gun. Okay. Troops have 100 meters. Spotters have 120. So if you embed them on your front lines, you give your infantry a boost, an extra 20-meter boost. So this machine gun, the infantry can't see beyond 100 meters, but they can shoot beyond 100 meters, and a spotter will help with that. Okay, here they come. Let me get the miners out of there. Drop your mine. Courtesy mine. Okay, it's taking a chance. Let's go, gents. Back to base. I'm going to put a supply crate here. Drop the sandbags. Yeah, the mines are kicking off. They are going for point... What was this? Point C. Oh, I need to turn off auto fire quickly. Oopsie. Stop, stop, stop. No, 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 don't do that. Silly me. Oh dear. Get out of there. Okay. So I'm drop this crate here. I'll use these guys to reinforce the south flank. It's quite clear that they're going to make their way this way afterwards. Assuming the AI is that smart. Drop the crate here. Could probably drop artillery on them from here. Nothing wrong with that. Almost. Worth a shot. Nice. I took out quite a chunk. Let me move this a bit closer, because those forces are not going anywhere. So there's no harm in thinning them out from a distance. Here comes some light armor. So there's some quite fixated on point C, so while we've got ours there, let's make use of that. We took it out. Okay, let's try to get some shells here. Yeah, they're hitting our mounds. They're coming for up. Yeah.
Moment, ich nehme nur gerade die Stöpsel aus den Ohren.
Alright, here comes another wave in the east. They weren't able to capture point C. I'm impressed. Who's left? There's one defender left. One MG. We've lost one of our spotters. Actually, we've lost many of our spotters.
Wir brauchen Befehle. Panzer! Männer, bereit machen für Befehle.
So the KP2, that 20mm cannon, is a little bit of a sniper rifle, so it's great if you aim and you can take out infantry one shot. So if you're just careful with your shots, you can pretty much hit things quite far away. So it's quite a novel little tip. I tend to use it to snipe things. Like in the case of that vehicle, I took out the gunner and then the two drivers. I was gunning deliberately for those positions and I killed the whole crew.
Kontakt, Infanterie!
Oh, let's take that out actually. Shit. There we go.
Besatzung bereit! Das Gestehen
Just
und
drive
Beschuss
this.
durch feindliche Panzer!
this front line.
Ist irgendwas? Wird sofort gemacht. Panzer!
This might be the final wave. We'll find out shortly. They haven't brought any artillery on yet, but it might be that they got taken out by the mines. We'll have to see after the round.
Besatzung bereit.
Yep. They're going for point D, I think. Yeah.
Erwarten Befehle.
It's wishful thinking on my part.
Stehen unter Beschuss durch feindlichen Panzer.
Oh, they got mortars. Okay, I'm going to turn my artillery on that. Yep, artillery taken, mortars taken out.
Zieleinrichtung kalibrieren.
The mortar's back. Okay, well, we will just do what we did last time. There we go, mortar solved. Oh, there we go. Oh, mission done. Cool. There's the mines. I can hear tracks. Somebody's wheeling something along. Oh. The T-37 piece of crap. This has such thin armor. My grandmother can poke a knitting needle through it, so this, that's not bad, yep. Pk2 can take that out. Already. HE. HE is not great. Have we got our cannon? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, let's fix this. And my spotter in the bush is still alive. That's a little bit of a miracle. Because I think everything came through here. But I stuck them where I thought the streams would diverge left or right. That was the hope. And or they'd be killed by the time they get close enough. And it sort of worked. I think if I stuck anyone here, yeah, it would have been a problem. But I did put a spotter in here anyway, so it was a bit redundant. I'm going to go and clean up what's left on the battlefield. I'm sure there's guys camping in the middle of nowhere. So I'll be back in a moment. Catch you now. Alright, I'm back. This time it took a while to recover everything. We got AT guns, artillery, sorry, not artillery, field guns, anti-infantry guns, a lot of light armor vehicles, personal carriers, and a few machine guns for our troops. And I've repaired as much as I could, and we've got a lot of things to sell for the next round to fund the war effort. So I'm going to end it, and we'll look at the results now. We lost 8 infantry. I unfortunately lost a vehicle. I lost my Pk2. There were 3 field guns hiding by the minefield because they were partially manned and they didn't seem to want to move. And I didn't know that, so I took the Pk2 out scouting and it got hit by 3 guns at the same time. I tried to rescue the crew. The Pk3 nearly got taken out. I abandoned the crew and I was able to recover the crew and the tank itself later. So unfortunately, yeah, we lost the crew for the Pk2. We lost likely the remaining or half the spotters hiding in the bush. So that's likely where the other casualties have come from. And we didn't lose point C. The AI defenders did an excellent job of holding the point. Plus we helped them a little bit with our artillery. So look at the efficiency metrics for all the units and see how they performed relative to one another. Alright, the mining engineers, as usual, did an excellent job. This time they actually got a lot of kills, but that was likely because we sort of made the line a bit denser. So we didn't mine for both trajectories, we only mined for one. So we double, triple layered, and that's probably where we got all the high kills from. The Pk3 did an excellent job covering the, I think, south flank. So with its anti-infantry gun, it took out quite a number of infantry. It took out 6 vehicles. One of our Aufklärer, it took out 2 infantry. I don't recall that. It's possibly the guys that were sitting in the trenches spotting on behalf of our infantry. And then again, the 7.5 doing very well. The Pk2 doing very well until it got destroyed, unfortunately. And one of our spotters, armed with an MG, I think it had MG, took out 2 guys. And then the Stug took out 2 vehicles on the south flank. So all around, good performance from the Pk2 and the miners, and then 7.5, the usual suspects. Anyway, that wraps it up. Tomorrow we'll do day 5. So I hope you enjoyed this, and perhaps you learned something. And I'll catch you again for the next one. Cheers.